during the best month of the year, Black History Month, alright? And it's no better time to be around because guess what? We're in the presence of greatness. You, yourself, and me. We are all here together and we are here to observe one of the greatest months to ever come around. So, let's just get a little history lesson before we get into this. So what, we gotta understand Black History Month and everything that goes into it. You feel me? So let's look at places that actually observe Black History Month. We have Canada, Ireland, the Netherlands, the UK, and the United Kingdom. United States. I mean, I'm surprised Ireland celebrates Black History Month. A little bit not surprised that Netherlands does. They have a pretty big African population, but I'm surprised Ireland does because I haven't seen much Black Irish come from. I haven't seen any Black Irish in my entire life. I'm gonna be 100% real. So let's see. Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson was an American historian, author, journalist, and the founder of the Association of the Study of African American Life and History, ASALH. ASLA. He was one of the first scholars to study history of the African diaspora and African American history. Let's clap it up for Carter G. Woodson, chat. Let's clap it up. Man was the first one to start this researching and going back to the roots of most African Americans here in the United States and actually telling that kind of story, that story of African Americans here and the struggles. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Since 1970, people in the United States have been celebrating Black History Month. In the UK, it's been even it's been later, 1987. Germany, I'm surprised. Germany, 1990. I'm actually surprised Germany. Even though I was born in Germany, chat. That's a little fun fact, but I haven't grown up there, so I don't really claim it. You feel me? Canada, 1995. Whoa, Canada. What? How is Germany beating you in this race? Ireland, I'm not surprised. 2010. Even that seems a little bit too early because I really don't know any Black Irish. I'm gonna be honest with you. France, 2018. France is I don't know how, but I know France has a large African population, man. What was the last country? Was it France? Africa. Okay. Well, Africa is not a country; it's a continent. So it's participating countries: Benin, Burkina Faso, Chad, and Ivory Coast, Comoros, Senegal, and Cameroon. Hey, shout out. Black History Month, African History Month. Really, it's African History Month. We celebrate everything, and what comes with Black History Month is also being looked over. Black History Month has a lot of prominent black men and black women that are really looked over, chat, really slept on, I would say. Like my boy Carter G. Woodson. If I didn't say anything on this stream, didn't look him up, didn't know it, you probably would have never heard of him. Probably would have went your whole life never hearing about him, and not knowing the accomplishments of what he's done to bring you here and actually start researching about many prominent people in the black community, and he's one of them. So. And what comes with the black community is also very, very dark secrets. That's not a play on words. It is a play on words, actually. I thought of it before I started the stream. That's why I titled it so. It comes with some dark secrets, chat. Now, it doesn't matter what conspiracy you subscribe to. I'd like to hear yours in the comments below once you follow me on all social media platforms, because this is Black History Month, chat. This is Black History Month, and as a black as a black content creator, I want to reach 300 by the end of this month. I want to reach 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel at the end of this month. And let's see what we're saying out right now. Go follow me at that guy. Let's see what we saying out right now. Because at the end of this year, I'm gonna be very if we're at 234, chat. We're at 234. So at the end of this month, I want to be at 300. I know it's a crazy goal, but I want to be at 300 at the end of this month. I am not joking. I am not joking. And y'all know my goal for this year is 1K. So it's a pretty big leap from 200 to 1K, but I think we can do it. You know what I'm saying? UDG, I'm that guy, gang. You feel me? We got this. We're gonna mop the floor. And I would like to hear y'all conspiracies about prominent conspiracies about Black History Month or prominent black men's or about conspiracies about prominent black men that are involved or surrounded about Black History Month. So I'd like to hear your conspiracies in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Leave a like. It helps the algorithm. Like I'm saying, it helps the algorithm. Your viewership also helps the algorithm. So share this with a friend. I would say my conspiracy that I do subscribe to is that I don't believe that the Nation of Islam went and assassinated Malcolm X. That's my conspiracy that I believe in. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for one second and a half. And recently, I don't even consider that conspiracy. I consider that like a fact, chat. I consider that's a literal fact. Like it was most likely the CIA or the FBI that went up and assassinated Malcolm X. And there's so much evidence around it that just proves my point to be true. And it's like, to me, I think the CIA or the FBI went and assassinated Malcolm X. I also started doing more research. I also believe that the CIA or the FBI assassinated Martin Luther King as well. Because coming to the end of Martin Luther King's life, well, not the end of his life, like he died of some type of natural cause, but when he started to switch up in his speech and he started to sound more like Malcolm X, coming to the end of his life. So that's why I believe he was assassinated by probably the CIA or the FBI. But let me hear your conspiracy theories in the comments below. Do you agree with mine? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear your points. But we're going to get into some speaking on conspiracy theories. We're going to get into some obscure conspiracy theories, because just like my boy, like I said previously, dang, where'd he go? See what I'm saying, chat? Just like my boy right here, Carter G. Woodson, just my boy Carter G. Woodson. Many prominent black men and black women go unnoticed in this country for their efforts and what they do. So, just like them, we're gonna look into some obscure conspiracy theories and hopefully bring them to light during Black History Month. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it. I love to see, you know what I'm saying, some support. Show up, show out, comment, subscribe, and follow. Feel me?
From cellular phones supposedly being dangerous to your health, a theory that says that we may all be immortal, to people claiming that they are being gang stalked and providing evidence of it. Yeah, it's gonna get pretty interesting, and that's what this iceberg is all about. Hello everyone, Book of Alice here, aka Ariel, and today we're going over the Obscure Theories iceberg, covering different and obscure theories. And I grew up on that old YouTube that used to take you down those theory rabbit holes, clicking one video to the next. So in the threads of feeling nostalgic, I decided to cover this iceberg. But remember, this is all for entertainment. Don't take it too seriously. If you like what I do and overall enjoy long-form content that you can play in the background while doing your homework or eating hot chip, consider subscribing. Also check out my Instagram and whatever y'all want. I'll keep y'all updated, and I post strange things and create interesting polls that y'all can vote on. Anyways, let's get into the iceberg.
Is print on demand dead? No. With more consumers shopping online, print on demand is a great way to earn extra cash without needing.
The water car. The water fuel cell, also known as the car fueled by water, is a technical design created by American Stanley Meyer. Meyer claimed that an automobile retrofitted with a device could use water as fuel instead of gasoline, which is beyond revolutionary. In a news report on an Ohio TV station, Meyer demonstrated a dune buggy he claimed was powered by his water fuel cell. He stated that only 22 U.S. gallons of water were required to travel from Los Angeles all the way to New York. Furthermore, Meyer claimed to have replaced the spark plugs with quote-unquote injectors that introduced a hydrogen/oxygen mixture into the engine cylinders. The tragic thing is that Stanley Meyer suddenly died on March 20th, 1998, while dining at a restaurant. His brother claimed that during a meeting with two Belgian investors in a restaurant, Meyer suddenly ran outside saying, quote-unquote, "They poisoned me." After an investigation, the Grove City Police went with the Franklin County coroner report that ruled that Meyer, who had high blood pressure, died of a cerebral aneurysm. Some of Meyer's supporters believe that he was assassinated by corporate powers or government agencies to suppress his inventions, also known as the free energy suppression theory, a conspiracy theory stating that technologically viable, pollution-free, no-cost energy sources are being suppressed to generate more revenue for corporate interests.
Chat, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. That sounds very plausible. I'm not even gonna lie to you, chat. I'm not even gonna lie. They probably did poison that bro. Just imagine you came up with an invention that would disrupt a multi-billion-dollar industry, almost trillion-dollar industry, and you're talking about some. And you think everything is gonna be all good, bro. Some Belgian investors coming up to you talking about some, hey, come meet me at the, like, nah, champ, I am not, bro. I'm locking my house. This is Fort Knox, bro. I am not telling nobody until I can mass produce this on wide, bro. I'm like, bro, no way. They probably did poison, bro. Honestly, like, think about it. Like, if you were one of these rich multi-billion-dollar, like, Rockefeller children, like, bro, and you own this industry, and you like, bro, and some dude talking about, I found a way you can just run your car off of spit, bro, off of spit. I could just run my car off of pure spit, saliva from my mouth. And you know for a fact, like, if somebody actually was able to do this, like, your whole company, your whole lifestyle is ruined. The generational wealth you're procuring is gone. It is literally evaporated in that instance. Like, let's be 100% real. He got assassinated, and they probably paid off the coroner to make up some fake reason to how he died. Like, it happens way too often. And literally in the United States, United States is like the capital. Like, if you find a good invention in the United States, you might want to keep that to yourself. You might want to flee to a different country, my boy. Even then, you might not be safe, but still, this is way better than staying over here, bro. You go to a Waffle House and they might poison your They might tell the Waffle House manager to go fight you or something. beat you
Quantum
down.
immortality. Quantum immortality is a theory of the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. Quantum immortality is a thought experiment that puts forth a scenario in which you as a person survive definite quantum suicide. So let's break that down into simpler terms. Let's say you get into a box with a gun pointed at your dome. Somehow the trigger measures the spin value of a proton every 2 seconds. If it spins one direction, it does nothing. If it spins the opposite direction, the trigger is pulled and you die. The proton gives you a definite 50% chance of living, making it as random as it could be. Now stay in that box until 200 seconds have gone by, the trigger being pulled 100 times. Your chances of random survival have now plummeted to 0.0000%, reassuring that you are indeed immortal. Every time you could have died, the world split into two. One where you face your demise, and the other where you lived. Either way, the only one that you would have experienced was the one in which you lived, where your consciousness would exist, because you can't know that you died, since you've never experienced death, making you immortal in your reality, sort of.
Chat, I've thought of that for like a good minute. I think like anybody who's ever had a deep thought, like actual deep thought before, has thought of that. Like, what, like you ran into a scenario where it was like by the nick of your hair, like you like near death, like not even just near death, like I have some whim, something told you in your head just to go do something, and out of sheer like luck and nowhere, it seems like you done it flawlessly, and it was like a calculated move, when actually it was just like you just had a feeling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those things do happen. Like you just, it'll be like I'm about to go to the bathroom or something, so you didn't get in your car to go to work at that certain time. Like, bro, it'll be crazy stuff that be happening like that. It makes me think like, bro, there has to be a world where I actually did get into that car, and it's just like I'm just not living in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of valid. That's a valid thing to believe in, honestly. Chat, make sure to like tell me like if what I'm saying is making sense, because like to me it makes sense, but to other people, you know what I'm saying, they might not understand. So, Statue of Lucifer.
Statue of Lucifer. Many people believe that the Statue of Liberty in New York City represents Lucifer. This is because Lucifer in Latin means son of the morning, light bearer, or light bringer, as he who bears or shows the light. Spiritual knowledge can be referred to as light or enlightenment as well. This parallels Lady Liberty's characteristics, as she wears a crown shaped as the sun and holds a torch to illuminate the way. RFID chip. For a long time, many
chat, I think they looking into that too deep. I feel like there's stuff where you look into it and it actually makes sense. It's actually like, okay, this correlates to that. But I think what they're doing is way, way too deep. Like, if you actually look at the Statue of Liberty and actually research the history about it, obviously they've done none of that. Because it's like, bro, what you're doing is like not even a reach. Is absolutely like Buzz Lightyear flying up to the moon type stuff, bro. You're taking a step onto a different planet with that type of theory, with that type of thinking, bro.
Christian evangelical preachers would claim that the RFID chip technology was either evil, satanic, part of the New World Order, or the most prominent is that it's the mark.
What the heck is an RFID chip? I'm gonna be honest.
If you don't know, this mark acts as the seal of the Christ and the false prophet. The false prophet, aka the second beast, is the one who causes people to take this evil mark, and the mark is supposed to be placed in the hand or forehead. Though some Christians prophesied that the RFID chip would be the mark of the beast, and that everyone would be forced to get it during a certain time period from 2012 to 2020, nothing like that ever occurred. Hollow Earth. The hollow Earth is a concept proposing that the planet Earth is entirely hollow.
Yeah, I really don't know what the heck is a RFID chip. Hollow Earth? Bro, who's proposed this? Like, I don't know.
Or contains a substantial interior.
Chat, I feel like this is some third grade level thinking right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Chat. This is some third grade level thinking. Like, what in this world would make you think like the Earth is hollow? Like, what would be your drawing to that conclusion? Like, I don't know. Brody played Minecraft once and thinks shit, and that shit's real, bro. Even in Minecraft, the Earth ain't hollow. So it's like, it's so weird how you would draw to that conclusion.
Still occasionally defended through the mid-19th century, notably by John Cleves Simmons Jr., but by this time it was part of popular pseudoscience. And
bro, that's the worst thing ever, bro. It's like when you actually have a valid point, but then you got these tinfoils, bro. You got these actual microwave babies coming up to you. These dang test tube babies that are pressed up against the glass too hard, come up to you and talking about your conspiracy theory is all like, bro, it is like the worst thing ever, bro. Just instantly invalidates any type of research or any type of like actual sensible thought you had because some test tube experiment gone wrong talks about your conspiracy theory on their weird no view podcast, bro.
No longer a scientifically viable hypothesis, but it still has some believers to this day.
Bro, I swear, bro. I swear, this, bro. Once you see this being like the face of your, like these being the face of your conspiracy, you lost the battle, bro. You lost the battle. This, like, bro, CIA, FBI done their job, bro. You have truly discredited you in anything you would say, bro.
What's inside of the hollow space? Well, it depends on who you ask. Some strongly believe that reptilian shapeshifters inhabit this space, and that they're able to get above ground and control world governance.
That is the reaching is absolutely crazy. Y'all must be related to Stretch Armstrong.
Explaining why we get those creepy videos of politicians and celebrities with weird eye twitches.
Yeah, I already knew they're gonna do that, bro. It's because look at this. What is this? What is your TV, bro? I've never had this happen. Your TV is old and is wanky. That's why. Because it's old and wanky. Get a better TV, bro.
Others claim that there's an advanced human civilization living down there. One 18th century mathematician suggested that the entrances for the hollow earth could be found at the North and South Pole.
Okay, bro.
The United States controls the media. I'm gonna start off by reading this report from The Independent, stating files we obtained mainly through the U.S. Freedom of Information Act show that between.
Bro, I feel like half of these conspiracy theories aren't even like a real conspiracy theory. I feel like this is just fact. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, there's no way news channels are gonna be reporting on all, like, I get it on major events and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's so, like, no, bro. And there's always the news channels right now, chat, are like too one-sided. It is like absolutely insane. It's like either they're gonna be right-wing or left-wing. It is like so insane how political and how how political they are. It is crazy. It's like, bro, yeah, bro, you must, like, United States must control the media. There's no possible. It's just
1911 to 2017, more than 800 featured films that received support.
Bro, wanna chill out on that? Like, damn.
From the U.S. government's Department of Defense, a significantly higher figure than previous estimates indicated. They funded movies like Transformers and Iron Man. This is almost not a theory anymore, but just a straight up fact. The U.S. government does somewhat control what goes on in Hollywood. Not only that, they have also been revealed to have funded more than 1,100 television shows. It's insane that nobody talks about this either. This, of course,
literally, you like, it is so crazy. Like, you play any like game or you see United States in any sort of media, they're never the bad guy. They're either like misunderstood or trying to do good for the greater kind or fighting the bad guy mostly. It's like you never see them as the bad guy. You'll see every other country as evil, or you'll see some wickedness going on in every other country, but United States is a pure utopia. It's like, bro, it's so crazy to me, bro. It is so crazy to me. And like, it's not perfect, but it works. It's like it doesn't even work. It works for like 1% of the population, bro. It works for like 1% of the population, and the other people just gotta deal with it, bro. It is so crazy to me how people be coming up with these weird ass excuses for like a corrupt government. It's like, oh, it's like weird. It's so weird.
Indicates they pay for a certain public perception, always painting the U.S. as the good guys, which is almost bordering on propaganda.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It is propaganda. You're literally in every media platform, on every in every movie, you'll never see the United States portrayed as even remotely related to being villainous in any kind of way. And if they are, they're misunderstood, or they're trying to do something for the greater good of mankind, or some nonsense that they portray, like, oh, you just really don't understand their full story, or maybe they were tricked into doing it. It's like, bro, it is like never their fault. It is never their fault. It is like 0 times their fault. So crazy to me, bro. So crazy. But anyway,
in 2017, a strange and mysterious YouTube channel was created, going by the name.
I'm gonna skip this because I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna be 100% real. I'm gonna be 100% real. There's some cheese pizza going on in this one. I'm gonna skip this. It's cheese pizza. If you know what cheese pizza is, you know. If you don't know what cheese pizza is, then you shucks.
Real luxury is
Gucci,
Hermes,
Louis Vuitton. Luxury is
scoring something amazing for
The molecular structure of water. His 2004 book, The Hidden Messages in Water, was a New York Times bestseller. His conjecture involved over the years, in his early work, revolved around pseudoscientific hypothesis that water could physically react to positive thoughts and words, and that polluted water could be cleaned through prayer and positive visualizations.
Okay, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's some valid conspiracy theories up here, and then you got stuff like, bro about to clean dirty water, clean cholera out the water with good vibes and stuff. It's like, bro, this is just not gonna happen, bro. Diseases don't go away because of good vibes or bad vibes.
Said that the water was a blueprint for our reality, and that emotional energies and vibrations could change its physical structure. His water crystal experiments consisted of exposing water in glasses to various words, pictures, or music, then freezing it and examining the ice crystal aesthetic properties with microscopic photography. He claimed that the water exposed to positive speech and thoughts created visually pleasing ice crystals, and that negative intentions yielded quote-unquote ugly ice formations. Pentagon UFO videos, the Tic Tac. On November 14th, 2004, fighter pilot Commander David Faber of the USS Nimitz claims to have investigated radar indications of a possible target off the coast of Southern California. Faber said that the operator had told him that the USS Princeton, part of the strike group, had been tracking unusual aircraft for 2 weeks prior to the incident. The aircraft would appear at 80,000 feet before descending rapidly towards the sea and stopping at 20,000 feet, then hovering. Faber reported that he saw an object, wide and oval, hovering above an ocean disturbance. He estimated that the object was about 40 feet long. Faber and another pilot, Alex Dietrich, said in an interview that a total of 4 people, 2 pilots and 2 weapon system officers in the back seats of the 2 airplanes, witnessed the object for about 5 minutes. Faber said that he spiraled down to get closer to the object, but the object descended, mirroring the trajectory of the airplane, until the object completely disappeared. A second wave of fighters, including pilot Lieutenant Commander Chad Underwood, took off from Nimitz to investigate. Unlike Faber, though, Underwood's fighter was equipped with an advanced infrared camera. Underwood recorded the FLIR video and coined the description Tic Tac to describe the infrared image. The video would later on be confirmed to be real by the Pentagon. Selling your soul. Surprisingly enough, selling your soul for fame and fortune isn't such a new idea. Rumors of musicians making deals with the devil have existed since the late 1700s. In one story, a man named Giuseppe Tartini dreamed that the devil appeared and offered him a deal for his soul. Supposedly, the devil played the most beautiful song on the violin, and when he woke up the next day, he wrote down the notes he had heard and created a classic. Fast forward to today, many people think that artists like Lil Uzi Vert, Playboi Carti, Jay-Z, Katy Perry, and Drake have sold their soul to achieve superstar status. That's why we see satanic/Luciferian imagery in their videos, according to this theory. Ancient cultures were advanced. Looking at ancient...
I feel like most people say, "Oh, they sold their soul." I feel really that's just like a way to discredit their work. You say it, like saying that the pyramids were built by aliens. Like, if they were filming their whole come up like Kanye did, like the whole come up in their whole makeup, you would see it wasn't like a 1-2 process. It wasn't just they woke up, made a song, and then they became rich and famous overnight. Like, dude, half of these artists are not like that, bro. Like, I'm gonna say 0% of these artists are not like that. They make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs, and then one song blows up, bro. One song, and then people think, oh, they just made that one song, bro. No, no, no. Go back to the old, way back before no one knew them songs. You'll see how much they produce and how much more work they were putting in since day one, ground zero. So they sold. I'm like, bro, how would like? What would even be the objective? What would I like, bro? Especially when it comes to YouTubers and stuff, it's a grind on YouTube, bro. It's a grind. Nobody talking about, I'm that guy. He sold, like, bro. I did not do any of that. I grinded. That's what I did. Chisel, bro. Chisel in hand, bro.
From the past, you may question how these civilizations actually did it. Some have concluded that they were far more advanced than we ever give them credit for. Just take a look at some of these images. They look like they were created using power tools, right? With laser-like precision. Take for example the Puma.
Dude, it is so crazy how in ancient times people were making these incredible works of art, and then we, like, I don't even know. Like, just in those ancient times, like, people were really out here just chiseling and making those crazy works of. When I say they were more advanced, I don't know about that. I don't think, like, technology wise. I mean, they might have been. They most definitely. I feel like they were more smart than back then. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they were way more grounded and way smarter back then. Like, you tell me right now to look at the stars and tell me, like, oh, pin me out in the middle of the woods and say, Kosi, look at the stars and then find your way back home. I'm not gonna do that. I'm literally gonna starve there. I don't know what stars to follow. They all look the same to me. But if you told that to any of these people back then, they'll be like, hold on, bro. My home is like five steps, 5 horse, like, bro, 5 pebbles that way, like whatever type of measurement they were using. Bro, it's kind of it's crazy how they're just way more grounded. I feel like they were way more grounded, way more in tune with the earth and just how things were going, like how to do things. You know, way more. I would say, yeah, they were way more spiritual and just way more like one with the earth. Because it's crazy to me how a person can just look at the clouds and look at the stars and just look at something that I would consider inconsequential or not a variable, and me finding my way home, and they just look at that and they be like, yeah, it's over there, it's over over here. It's like, bro, it's crazy.
Punku's precise stonework from Peru. These massive age-littered blocks were made using stones and sticks, as metal tools weren't prominent in the Americas at the time. We also got the mini pyramids across the world, which are still a mystery and up for debate on how they were built. Also, the strange.
I feel like that's what I'm speaking on Black History Month, because I feel like mostly those were like just used to discredit like the actual people that were there that were actually making it, like. The pyramids. How did they do that? It must have been aliens? No, bro. It was people hustling. That's what it was. It was hustlers, bro. Hustlers University. They went and built the pyramids, bro. People went and chiseled into those rocks. Like, that would have been forever. It would have took so much precision. Obviously, they did it, bro. They did it. I feel like it was grind, man. It was mostly grind. People always think you need all these cool power. Like, no, you don't. I mean, it's going to take a way longer time, and you need to be way more precise. But obviously, you don't need those.
Tradition in history, like the ancient indigenous Americans knowing of the wheel and using them for toys instead of using it as a tool, and so on. Tropical fantasy.
They use this, dude. Wasn't horses introduced to them by the Europeans anyway? So, like, how were they supposed to use the wheel? In what way? In what fashion? Like, I couldn't, like, if I was them, I to this day, I can't conceive of a notion, except for, like, back in those days, like, what I could use a wheel for. Because a wheel, I would need, like, a horse or something to pull it, you know what I'm saying? If there's nothing to pull the wheel, it's just like a wheel. Like, what am I supposed to attach to it? Tropical fantasy. What is this?
This one is pretty complex and elaborate if true. Tropical Fantasy is an inexpensive soft drink originally from Brooklyn, New York. Its low price of 49 cents per 21-ounce bottle led to its success in the 1990s. Tropical Fantasy was initially popular in the inner city areas. The company did not employ large marketing campaigns and used simple store displays and low prices to sell its drinks. This made the product almost invisible to consumers not living in the areas where the beverages were sold. In April 1991, rumors began circulating in black neighborhoods that the beverage was laced with a secret ingredient that would sterilize black men. The beverage quickly earned the name Tropical Fantasy. The rumors claimed that the Ku Klux Klan was actually bottling the product and using the low price to attract poor citizens and to sterilize them. Later that year, rumors spread rapidly and provoked violence in many city neighborhoods. Attacks occurred on delivery trucks and storekeepers who stocked the Tropical Fantasy. Due to these rumors and rising suspicions, sales of the beverage plummeted by 70%. Now, the theory behind the theory is that due to its quick and rising popularity, as well as it being able to undercut its competitors' price, it's speculated the large soda companies were behind it all, generating the conspiracy in order to keep costs high. How did they do this though? Well, pamphlets were handed out throughout the public, warning people and spreading the sterilization theory, which became popular fast. But the source of these pamphlets were unknown, mere gazing.
Yeah, I believe the soda companies would do some crazy shit like that, man. It's like there's basically only one soda company out there, and I believe they would do some shit like that. And it's like, bro, like that's what I was thinking. Like, I'm like, how would they even jump to that conclusion? Pamphlets, bro. Pamphlets? Are you? I'm like, bro. Yeah, that is some company sabotage right there. Like, there is no person out there willing. Like, how would you even like? There's no individual out there that would jump to that conclusion by their own.
This one recently went viral on TikTok. Mirror gazing is basically the act of staring at yourself in a mirror for a long period of time, causing different types of hallucinating effects that creep people out. Some claim that when you do this, you're
oh hell no. Sorry, chat. No. I already told y'all how I am about these scary stuff. Like, bro, I'm not with it. I'm gonna be 100%. I'm gonna be 100%. Like, I don't know what y'all need to do to get your freaking, but get your freaking not on my turn.
A book that perpetuated anti-Semitic views and was used by many controversial leaders to justify atrocities committed against the Jews. A fabricated anti-Semitic text describing the Jewish plan for global domination.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Plagiarized from several other sources, some not even anti-Semitic in nature. It was first published in Russia in 1903, translated into multiple languages, and disseminated internationally in the early part of the 20th century. It played the key part in popularizing the belief in an international Jewish conspiracy. Randonautica is an app launched on February 22nd, 2020, founded by Joshua Langfelder. It randomly generates coordinates that enable the user to explore their local areas and report on their findings. According to its creator, the app is an attractor of strange things, letting one choose specific coordinates based on a certain theme. The most trending controversy involved a group of people heading to a beach in West Seattle, as ordered by the app, where they found a bag with two dead bodies, 27 and 36, male and female, as reported by Seattle police homicide detectives. In addition, Randonautica has also received allegations that the app is used for human trafficking, which its creators have strongly denied, saying that the data collected by the app are anonymous, though the data is collected. Tunnels underneath the United States. From 200,000 abandoned underground bomb shelters from the Cold War to subway station projects that were left unfinished, there's almost another world underneath the U.S. that is left uninhabited. Or is it? More people, also called tunnel people or tunnel dwellers, are homeless people living in large cities and abandoned subway, railroad, and sewage tunnels. Media accounts have reported more people living underneath large cities, like in Las Vegas. It is estimated that about 1,000 homeless people find shelter in the storm drains underneath the city for protection from extreme temperatures. Some believe that these places are responsible for those that have simply vanished without a trace, and that dangerous criminals inhabit these areas to evade law enforcement, being free to do whatever they please down there. Now let's move on to the depths.
I don't believe that, chat. I don't believe that, because I feel like dangerous criminals hang around in the suburbs, and what I've seen in documentaries, they don't hang around in sewers, man. It ain't like Gotham Asylum where they hanging around in layers and lurking. No, but outside, I don't know. They need to get there. I feel like
Maybe if you clean up Bikini Bottom, they'll build a statue of you. Oh, wait! They've already built one of me!